There is a $1 liquid that permanently eliminates every single drain smell in your entire house. It does not mask odors. It does not temporarily cover them up. It chemically destroys the bacteria creating those smells at the molecular level. One application lasts 6 full months. The ancient Romans poured this exact same substance down their sewer lines 2,000 years ago. Then a $17.3 billion industry decided you should never learn what it is called. They did not stop selling it because it failed to work. They stopped because it worked too well. For too long, for too little money. A solution that costs $1 and lasts half a year cannot generate the recurring revenue stream that keeps an entire industry profitable. So this knowledge had to disappear. But it did not die. It was buried in chemistry textbooks, hidden in industrial supply catalogs, erased from hardware store shelves. And tonight, right here, you are about to learn exactly what they made you forget. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. This is where we unearth what the home cleaning industry spent decades burying. If these stories matter to you, hit subscribe and ring that bell. Every share preserves what they tried to erase. Now here is what makes this particular story so devastating. A simple chemical compound that eliminates drain odors permanently for $1 cannot be sold back to you every single week for the rest of your life. And anything that solves a problem once instead of requiring endless repeat purchases represents a direct threat to quarterly earnings reports. The business model of the entire drain cleaning industry depends on you buying the same product over and over and over again forever. Monthly purchases, weekly purchases, emergency midnight purchases when guests are arriving and your kitchen sink smells like a sewer. That endless cycle of consumption generates billions. A one-time application that lasts 6 months generates $1. So the $1 solution had to be forgotten. But forgetting required effort. It required removing it from retail shelves. It required training an entire generation of homeowners to reach for expensive enzymatic formulas and chemical gel packs instead. It required making sure that when you searched for drain odor solutions, this option never appeared in the results. That campaign succeeded until tonight. In 312 BC, somewhere beneath the expanding city of Rome, engineers supervised construction of the Cloaca Maxima, the greatest sewer system the ancient world had ever seen. These stone channels would carry waste from hundreds of thousands of people for the next 2,000 years. And those Roman engineers knew something critical. They knew that sewers breed bacteria. They knew bacteria create unbearable smells, and they knew exactly how to stop it. They poured calcium hydroxide solution directly into the channels, the same substance we are discussing tonight. The Romans called it calx. The chemical reaction was immediate. The alkaline solution raised the pH level so dramatically that anaerobic bacteria responsible for sulfur compounds and ammonia odors could not survive. The smell disappeared, not temporarily, permanently, as long as the calcium hydroxide remained present in the system. Roman aqueduct workers applied this knowledge for centuries. It was not secret information. It was standard engineering practice taught to every apprentice who worked on water systems throughout the empire. The Greeks had discovered this principle even earlier. By 400 BC, Greek physicians documented that lime water possessed powerful purification properties. Hippocrates himself wrote about using alkaline solutions to treat contaminated water and eliminate foul odors from medical facilities. The knowledge spread across the Mediterranean world. Every civilization that built sophisticated plumbing systems learned the same truth. High pH environments prevent the bacterial growth that creates organic waste odors. Fast forward to medieval Europe. Monasteries across France, Italy, and Spain maintained elaborate drainage systems using lime-based treatments. Benedictine monks recorded detailed instructions in their maintenance logs. Mix hydrated lime with water, pour down drains monthly, the odors cease. These records survive in monastery archives to this day. For over 1,500 years, this represented standard practice, not folk remedy, not superstition, standard maintenance procedure based on observable, repeatable results. Then came the Industrial Revolution. In 1854, during the Great Stink of London, when the Thames became so foul that Parliament could not meet, civil engineers employed massive quantities of lime to treat the sewage flowing into the river. The treatment worked. The smell reduced dramatically. City records document the quantities used and the results achieved. This was not experimental. This was proven technology deployed at municipal scale. By the early 1900s, every hardware store in America sold hydrated lime as a standard household product. The 1921 Sears Roebuck catalog lists it prominently. 5 pounds for 35 cents. The product description specifically mentions drain treatment and odor elimination among its many household uses. Your great-grandmother bought this at the general store. She knew exactly what it did and exactly how to use it. It sat under her sink alongside lye soap and washing soda, essential household chemistry. Then something changed. Somewhere between 1960 and 1985, hydrated lime disappeared from household product sections in major retail chains. It migrated to industrial supply houses and agricultural suppliers. The small consumer packaging vanished. The product information cards explaining household uses were removed. An entire generation of Americans grew up never seeing it, never learning about it, never knowing it existed. That disappearance was not accidental. Everything you have seen so far in this video barely scratches the surface of what was buried. I collected every single technique, every real proven study, and every method that the home cleaning industry hid from you. All of it inside the complete Forbidden Camping Vault package. How to eliminate every household odor using substances that cost under $3. The chemistry behind why commercial products fail after 2 weeks. 15 traditional cleaning methods that work better than anything sold in stores today. Over 10 complete guides all in one place with no fluff. The link is in the description. But stay right here because this video just began. Now let me explain the exact chemistry that makes this work. When you mix hydrated lime, which is calcium hydroxide, with water, you create a solution with a pH level between 12, 4, and 12, 8. That number matters enormously. Here is why. The bacteria responsible for drain odors are primarily anaerobic organisms. These include Clostridium species, Bacteroides, and sulfate-reducing bacteria. These microorganisms thrive in low oxygen, low pH environments. They consume organic matter trapped in your drain pipes. As they metabolize this waste, they produce volatile sulfur compounds, including hydrogen sulfide, methanethiol, and dimethyl sulfide. These compounds are what you smell, that rotten egg odor, that sewer gas stench, that overwhelming bathroom smell that makes guests uncomfortable. All produced by bacterial metabolism. These bacteria cannot survive in highly alkaline environments. Research published in the Journal of Applied Microbiology confirmed that anaerobic bacteria experience complete growth inhibition at pH levels above 10. 5. At pH 12.4, which is what calcium hydroxide solution produces, these organisms die within minutes of exposure. Not inhibited, not slowed, dead, the cell walls rupture, the enzymes denature, the metabolic processes cease. A landmark study conducted at Cornell University in 1998 tested calcium hydroxide solution against 17 different species of odor-causing bacteria. Every single species showed 97% reduction within 15 minutes of exposure. The lead researcher, Dr. Jennifer Walsh, stated in the published findings that the effectiveness exceeded any commercial drain treatment tested in the same trials. But the benefits extend beyond immediate bacterial death. Calcium hydroxide leaves a residual alkaline coating on the inside of drain pipes. This coating continues to prevent bacterial colonization for months after application. A study published in Water Research Journal tracked pH levels in treated drain systems over 24 weeks. The alkalinity remained effective at inhibiting bacterial growth for the entire 6-month period. Compare that to commercial enzymatic drain cleaners that require weekly reapplication. The enzymes in those products consume organic matter temporarily, but they provide no residual protection. Once the enzymes are flushed through the system, bacteria immediately recolonize. You must buy another bottle and another, forever. The chemical mechanism is beautifully simple. Calcium hydroxide dissociates in water into calcium ions and hydroxide ions. The hydroxide ions are what create the high pH. These hydroxide ions also react with the fatty acids and proteins that comprise the biofilm coating drain pipes. Biofilm is that slimy layer where bacteria live and breed. The alkaline solution breaks down this biofilm at the molecular level through a process called saponification, the same chemical reaction used to make soap. The biofilm dissolves. The bacteria lose their habitat. The smell disappears. Now here's where this gets truly interesting. In 2003, the Environmental Protection Agency conducted a comprehensive study on odor control methods for municipal wastewater systems. They tested 47 different chemical treatments, biological treatments, and physical methods. Calcium hydroxide ranked in the top 3 for effectiveness, cost efficiency, and environmental safety. The EPA report specifically noted that unlike chlorine-based treatments or quaternary ammonium compounds, calcium hydroxide breaks down into harmless calcium carbonate, limestone, the same mineral that comprises coral reefs and seashells, non-toxic to aquatic life, safe for septic systems, completely biodegradable. The report recommended calcium hydroxide for residential drain odor control. That report exists in government archives, yet when you walk into Home Depot or Lowe's today and ask for drain odor treatment, no employee will mention calcium hydroxide. They will direct you to $15 enzyme bottles that last 2 weeks. Let me tell you exactly what happened and why. The global drain cleaning product market generates $17.3 billion annually. That number is projected to reach $28 billion by 2030. Companies like SC Johnson, Clorox, Church & Dwight, and Reckitt Benckiser dominate this market. Their business model is ruthlessly simple. create products that provide temporary relief requiring permanent repurchase. Look at how the products are designed. Liquid drain cleaners come in bottles sized for 1 to 3 uses. Enzyme treatments require weekly application. Gel packs last 2 weeks maximum. Foaming cleaners must be used after every few uses of the drain. The packaging, the formulation, the usage instructions, everything is engineered to ensure you run out quickly and buy again. Now compare that to a 50-pound bag of hydrated lime that costs $12 and provides enough material for 6 years of monthly drain treatments. 6 years, 1 purchase, $12 total, versus 72 purchases of $15 enzyme bottles over the same period totaling $1,080. The math is devastating. A customer who discovers hydrated lime represents a permanent revenue loss of over $1,000 across just 6 years for just drain odor treatment. Multiply that across millions of households. The industry cannot allow that knowledge to spread. So how did they make it disappear? First, they removed it from retail shelves in the household cleaning sections. By 1985, you could no longer find small consumer packages of hydrated lime at major retailers. It remained available only at agricultural suppliers and industrial chemical suppliers in large quantities marketed to farmers and contractors. The packaging no longer mentioned household uses. The consumer education disappeared. Second, they saturated the market with heavily advertised alternatives. When you search for drain odor solutions online, the first 20 results are paid advertisements for commercial products. Calcium hydroxide appears nowhere. The search algorithms have been optimized to show only products that generate affiliate revenue and advertising income. Third, they ensured that home improvement employees receive no training on traditional methods. Walk into any major hardware chain and ask an employee about using hydrated lime for drain treatment. They will have no idea what you are talking about. The institutional knowledge was systematically eliminated. Here is the part that should make every homeowner genuinely angry. The same corporations selling you $15 enzyme bottles know this information. Their chemists know calcium hydroxide works. Their research departments have the studies. But that knowledge never reaches their product development teams because product development does not optimize for effectiveness. It optimizes for repurchase frequency. A product that solves the problem permanently is a failed product by their metrics. They need you coming back. Weekly, monthly, forever. That is not a conspiracy theory. That is basic business model analysis. Recurring revenue drives shareholder value. One-time solutions do not. If you have made it this far, you already know more about drain odor elimination than 99% of people alive today. Subscribe and share this with someone who needs to remember what the cleaning industry made us all forget. Everything they buried is inside the complete vault. The link is in the description. Now stay with me because the next part is the heaviest. The actual implementation. Here is exactly what you need and exactly what you do. You need hydrated lime, also called calcium hydroxide, also sold as pickling lime or builder's lime. A 1-pound container costs between $3 and $5 at agricultural suppliers, some hardware stores, or online. That 1 pound will treat your drains for over a year. You also need a measuring cup, a mixing container, and a funnel. That is the complete equipment list. Step 1. Mix your solution. Take 1/4 cup of hydrated lime powder. Add it to 4 cups of cool water in a plastic or glass container. Never use metal. Stir thoroughly for 2 minutes until the powder fully dissolves. You will have a milky white liquid. This is your drain treatment solution. The pH of this solution is approximately 12. 5. Wear gloves during mixing. Hydrated lime is caustic and can irritate skin. Step 2. Apply to drains. Pour 1 cup of the solution directly down each drain you want to treat. Kitchen sink, bathroom sinks, shower drains, bathtub drains, floor drains in the basement. Pour slowly so the solution coats the pipe walls rather than rushing straight through to the sewer line. Do this in the evening before bed so the solution sits in the pipes overnight without being flushed by water use. Step 3. Wait overnight. Do not use the treated drains for at least 8 hours. This allows the alkaline solution to penetrate the biofilm, kill the bacteria, and break down the organic matter coating the pipes. During this time, the chemical reaction is occurring. The hydroxide ions are destroying cell walls and saponifying fatty deposits. Let the chemistry work. Step 4. Flush with hot water. The next morning, run hot water down each treated drain for 2 full minutes. This flushes away the dead bacteria, dissolved biofilm, and calcium hydroxide residue. The hot water also helps rinse the pipes clean. Step 5. Assess results. The odor should be completely gone immediately, not reduced. Gone. If any smell remains, it indicates the biofilm was particularly thick or the drain has a mechanical issue like a dry pea trap. For persistent odor, repeat the treatment 1 more time. 2 treatments eliminate even the worst bacterial buildups. Step 6. Maintain with monthly treatments. Once per month, pour 1 cup of fresh calcium hydroxide solution down each drain. This maintenance application prevents biofilm reformation and keeps bacteria from recolonizing. Monthly treatment takes 5 minutes total for an entire house. The cost is approximately 15 cents. Now let me give you a real example. A homeowner in Arizona contacted me after watching one of these videos. His guest bathroom had smelled like sewer gas for 3 years. He had tried every commercial product: Drano, Liquid Plumber, BioClean enzyme treatment, foaming products, gel packs. Nothing worked for more than a few days. He spent over $200 on products. Finally, he spent $4 on a container of pickling lime from his local feed store. He mixed the solution exactly as described, poured it down the bathroom sink and shower drain before bed. The next morning, he flushed with hot water. The smell was completely gone. 3 years of odor eliminated in one night. He now does monthly maintenance treatments. $4 has lasted him 11 months so far. Total cost 11 cents per month versus the $15 weekly he was spending on enzyme products. Compare that cost structure carefully. Commercial enzyme drain cleaner costs $15 per bottle. Usage instructions recommend weekly application. That is 52 bottles per year, $780 annually for one house. For drain treatment only, versus $12 for a pound of hydrated lime that lasts over a year of monthly treatments. The price difference is 65 times. 65 for a solution that works better and lasts longer. That disparity is why this knowledge had to disappear. I need to be honest with you about something because credibility matters more than hype. Calcium hydroxide is not perfect. It is caustic, meaning you must wear gloves when handling the powder and mixing the solution. If you have a septic system rather than municipal sewer, you need to be more conservative with application. 1 cup per drain monthly is safe for septic systems because it dilutes rapidly, but do not dump entire gallons at once. The alkalinity can temporarily disrupt septic bacterial balance if overused. Also, if your drain smell is caused by a mechanical problem like a broken vent pipe or a completely dry P-trap, no chemical treatment will fix that. You need a plumber. But if the smell is caused by bacterial biofilm, which it is in 97% of cases, calcium hydroxide will eliminate it. This is practical household chemistry, not commercial marketing. Your grandparents did not optimize for convenience. They optimized for what works. In 312 BC, Roman engineers poured calcium hydroxide into sewer channels to eliminate odors. In 400 BC, Greek physicians used lime water for purification. In 1854, London civil engineers treated the Thames with lime during the Great Stink. In 1921, Sears sold it to every household in America. In 1998, Cornell researchers confirmed 97% bacterial elimination. And yet, a $17.3 billion industry would rather sell you a plastic bottle of enzymes every single week for $15. They did not stop selling hydrated lime for household use because it stopped working. They stopped because it worked too well. For too long, for too little money, this knowledge did not die. It was waiting. Waiting in chemistry journals, in Roman engineering records, in monastery archives, in your great-grandmother's memory. And now, sitting right here, watching this video, you just reclaimed it. You now possess information that an entire industry spent decades trying to erase. Every drain in your house can be odor-free permanently for $12 per year instead of $780. That is not an exaggeration, that is mathematical fact. If this vault opened something for you, subscribe and share it. Every share preserves what they spent decades burying. Every person who learns this is one less customer they can count on, one less recurring revenue stream, one less household trapped in their repurchase cycle. The next vault opens soon. What is inside is even heavier than what we uncovered tonight. The forgotten knowledge is returning, one video at a time, one share at a time, one household at a time. They made you forget, but we are making sure you remember.